friends, welcome back to my channel CS Corner. Myself Sunita Rai. I hope everyone is fine with their family at their places. Friends, if you are watching my video first time, please do subscribe to my channel. And if you like my videos, please share with your friends. So friends, the topic which I am going to take today is what? Google Slides. Many of you might have worked on Microsoft PowerPoint for creating your presentation. But the problem with Microsoft PowerPoint is that you should have installed software on your PC or on your laptop. Let's take one example. Suppose you have created your presentation at your home and you want to present your PPT at your office or some other places, and you got to know you have to edit some points. So on that PC the PowerPoint should be installed or Office should be installed. So that was a major problem with Microsoft PowerPoint. So we have solution as Google Slides. Friends, if you want to use Google Slides, you should not have to Friends, if you want to use Google Slide, you don't have to install any software on your machine. Let's begin with Google Slides. So here is what few features of Google Slide. Google Slide can be used for personal as well as for business purpose. So if you are creating any presentation, you can edit that presentation, you can collaborate. I love this feature of collaboration. You can add any other people to edit your slides or to work on that slides, and simultaneously you can see the changes which the other person is doing. That is what collaboration feature. And then you can present it anywhere for free. So as I said, you don't have to install any software. Google Slides are free and open source. Then using Google Slides, you can make your ideas to shine with a variety of presentation, themes, fonts, videos, animation and many more, and all that are free. So varieties and thousands of templates available with different fonts and embedded video in that templates. Then predefined templates are available if you want to make book story of, or if you want to make science project or whatever you want to make, you can select from available templates and you can go ahead. So it takes very less time for creating your presentation because of already available templates. Then next feature of Google Slide is what? Get your presentation anywhere, anytime. So you can access your presentation anywhere, you can create your presentation anywhere, wherever you are going. You can access it on your phone, on your tablet, on your laptop, computer, anywhere. So even you can access your presentation when there is no connection. For that you need to download Google Slides app. Another feature of Google Slide is do more together. That is a collaboration feature. So Google Slides, everyone can work together in the same presentation at the same time. So if there are 4 people who are going to present, so they all can work at different places and they can make changes on that slides, and then you can share your presentation with anybody, your classmate, your friends, your family, to anyone, and then edit in real time. When somebody is editing presentation, the other person who has been added as a collaborator can see the changes, the cursor which are moving, the text which are changing in that presentation. As well as you can do chat and comments in the presentation also. And now you don't have to manually save your slides again and again by pressing Ctrl S or save button. Google automatically saves your slides. So you don't have to manually do all that thing. Even you can see your history also in Google Slides. Whatever previous changes you have done, that every version of that changes are available. So you can sort by date and who made the changes, everything you can do. Now another and interesting feature is what Google Slide can work with PowerPoint also. So if you are already having any PPT ready in Microsoft PowerPoint, you can upgrade it to Google Slides, or vice versa also possible. If you have made any presentation in Google Slide, you can open that in PowerPoint also. Another feature of Google Slide is show up, don't set up. So if you have made any Google Slides, you can Chromecast it. Chromecast is like a dongle device which you can attach to your TV, and then from your smartphone you can monitor or you can handle your devices by playing some videos on Amazon Prime Video or Netflix or something like that. So that is also possible with Google Slides. Let's start with a Google Slides. You don't have to install any software for this. You just go to your browser and you can start creating your presentation. If you want to work on mobile devices, that is also possible. If you want to have offline thing, then in that case you can install the app and you can work on that. So friends, now let's begin and let's see how to create presentation using Google Slide. So friends, let's begin. If you want to use Google Slide, first of all, you should have a Gmail account. If you are not having Gmail account, you can create it and you can start using. So to use Google Slide, there are two ways. First is what? You can go to Drive and you can click on New button, and then you can see here I am having option of Google Slide. So I can click on this option, Google Slide, and then blank presentation or from template. If you take blank presentation, a blank slides is going to come. If you are taking from template, it is going to show you bundle of templates, and then from that templates you can select a template which you want or which you need. So over here you can see I have various template gallery available. I have template for education, for making lesson plan. I have template for making book report, field trip, science project, science fair, certificate templates are also available. So you can select whatever you want. So this is one way for creating Google Slides. Let me show you another way also for creating Google Slides. So after logging to your account, you can go to this Google Apps tab and then you can click on Slides also. So you can see now I'm getting the same page as I was getting when I clicked on Google Drive, Google Slide and template. So again we are having same thing available over here. This is what already my available presentation which already I have made, and if you want to create a blank presentation you can go for this. If you want to create any other kind of presentation you can select from this gallery also. So these are the templates available. Let me select any template randomly. So now what I'm doing, I'm taking science project template. So now you can see the template which I took is coming over here. Now this is what the name of that template. If you want to change name of this template you can change. So I'm making my science as name of this template. So now you don't have to save it again and again, automatically it gets saved. So you can see we have varieties of slides available in this template. If you want all this you can take. If you want to edit any of this you can edit also. Now let me show you the different menu available over here. As I said, we have versions available of whatever changes we are making. So now here I'm getting last edit was made by a second ago. Then let me show you file menu. So on file menu we have various options such as creating a new presentation, creating a new document, spreadsheet, drawing, opening, importing a slide, making a copy. So now let me show you one by one. So new option is used for creating any blank presentation or any Google slide doc, anything you can use. Then make copy option is used for making copy of your entire presentation or of a selected presentation. Import slide is used for saving copy of your presentation. Then another part we have as download. After making presentation you can download your file in this format. If you want to have in PowerPoint format, you can download in PowerPoint format. If you want to run on Linux, you can download in ODP format. If you want to download in PDF, text, JPG, PNG, or any other format, all formats are available over here. Another option is email as attachment. So what I can do, I can send my PPT as attachment to mail to someone. Then make available offline. This option is available whenever you want to view your PPT when you are offline. So generally to work on Google Slide, you should be online. I mean, you should have net connectivity. But suppose you are not having net connectivity, and then for that option you can have make available offline. So later on also you can view your presentation. So this I'm having as version history, where I'm getting name current version and see version history. So if I click on see version history, I'll get my, if I have done any changes to this, who has done changes, what time they has done changes, everything I'll get. And then rename, for renaming your PPT. And let me explain you what is move. By default your PPT goes into your drive, my drive, but if you want to move it to particular folder, that also you can select. So if you want to move to particular folder, you can select the folder and you can click on move here. So now I want it to go to my drive, so I'm not moving it. And next is add shortcut to drive. So what this option is going to do, it is going to create shortcut into your drive. So you can click on that shortcut and you can open this PPT. Move to trash is what, deleting your PPT. And then publish to the web is what, it is like your PPT will be considered as a website. So this was the different option available in file menu. Then edit, we have option like undo, redo, and paste without formatting. So you can go through all these options, edit options. View option is having present option. If you want to present your PPT, you can go for present option. Another option we have as motion option. Let me explain you what is motion option. If you want to give transitions to your slide, you can go for motion option. So for example, I'm having currently I'm getting this transition, slide transition as none. So what is transition? Moving from one slide to another slide, what effect should come, that comes under transition. So what I want to do, I want to give transitions to this slide. So over here I'll click, and then from this combo I'm going to select what transition I want. So suppose I want fade transition, then again I'll select another transition. Then what transition you want, you can select that. And then you can, if you want same transition to all slides, then you can click on apply to all slides. Now you can see whatever changes I am doing, it is going, say it is saving to my drive. Now let me present so that we can see whether we are getting transition effects or not. So we have selected from right to left on all PPT. So you can see it is showing me this part. If transition effect, so transition effect you can apply from motion. Then another we have as master. If you want to have, if you want to create a master slides and then you want to apply that slides to all, then you can go for master options. And then generally master option is used for making a template. If you want to have something which should be applied to all slides, then you can go for master option. Then another option we have as grid view option. So you can see your PPT in this format, grid format, table format. I'm showing you all important options which are available over here. So motion was one of the important option. I'm showing you only the important menus which are used generally. I'm not showing you all the menus. Now let me go to insert menu. I find this as a fantastic feature of Google Slide. So if you have used PowerPoint, then if you want to insert images to PowerPoint, you should have that image on your PC. So in Google Slide, that is not the case. You can have your image, if you are having your images on your drive or on your Google Photos, or if you have URL of that image or your image, if you want to capture image on the spot, everything is possible. Even you can search image on the spot and you can put that into your slides. So let me search one image. For example, I want to search image Sushant Singh Rajput. So whatever image I'll get, I need to click on that image. It will get added to my slides. So you can see that image has been added. So that is what a fantastic feature. You don't have to download that image to add onto your slide. Then next we have you can try other option also. You can click on drive, photos, or URL. URL is what? Link of entire path of that image. So you can, if you are having web URL, you can click on this and you can paste that URL. And then another part is what? Audio. If you want to add any audio to your PPT, that is also possible. So just click on the audio, and then you can, if you are having audio on your drive, you can select from that, or you can search audio and then you can have that audio also. So let me take one audio. So that audio gets added over here. Then if I play, you can see it gets played. Okay, then you can have loop audio if you want to continuously play it. So for that you can click on this. Now another option is video. If you want to add, for example, if you are showing any experiment and that experiment is available on YouTube, so you can have YouTube URL of that particular. I can search experiment from here and I can put directly into my slide. So science experiment, it is showing me few result. Let me click any of the result. So I took this. So the video of this will be added over here. Again, there is no constraint to download this video and to keep this video in your folder or on your computer. Now you can see experiment video is available for me. I can play. So it is getting played over here. So you can see the experiment video we can play over here. Another option is shape option. You might have seen this option in Microsoft PPT also. So if you want to add any type of shapes, that also you can take and add. Then table option, then chart, diagram, word art, line. So these were the few options. Then if you want to make a new slide, if you want to add any slide after this slide, so that you can click on new slide and you can add. So that were the options available in insert menu. Now I will be moving to another menu, format menu. So let me select this. So if you want to do any formatting or if you want to give any formatting effect, that is also possible by selecting all these options, line, bullets, text, alignment. So you can try all that format. Now let's jump to slide menu. Slide menu, new, duplicate, delete, that we all know. I found one slide which is important and useful. Skip slide. For example, I have made one presentation for parents as well as for students. In that there are few slides which I don't want to show to students. I want to show only to parents. So I can skip that slide. So let me show you that part. So I have taken this slide and then I'll go to slide menu and then skip slide. You can see this image is coming over here. That means this slide has been skipped. Now if I run, okay, if I run this, I'm not getting that blank slide. I'm directly getting materials slide. So you can see after this experiment we had this blank and then we had material. So I can skip any of the slides if I want. Then move slides, move, if you want to move up and down, so you can go for this option. Change background, if you want to change background. Apply layout, we have built-in layouts available. You can select any of the layout and you can apply that layouts. Now transitions, I have already shown you how to work on this transitions. So that is available in this menu also. Then theme, change theme. There are so many themes available, bundle of themes available in Google Slides. You can go for any of the themes whichever you like, and you can add to your slides. I selected this theme, so it has been added to my slide. Or if you want to import theme, you can import also. Next option is arrange option, that is order, whether you want to send it to back, front, that you can do, rotate, alignment and everything. Now you can do spelling check by using all spell check option, or if you have stored any dictionary, you can use that also. Let me explain you what is Explorer. According to your slides, it shows you certain available formats. So if I have selected this slide, and then it is showing me this are the available formats. So the experiment can go at the top, and this can come over here. So you don't have to do manual work like setting, alignment and all the things. Already many layouts are available. You can go and apply. For example, if I select this, now this is what available thing. I can go for this. If I'm selecting this, let me check out, do I have any layouts available? So it is searching. Whatever you want, you can select that. So manual work has been reduced. There are few slides which has to be presented by some of the speaker, but that speaker is not available. So you can record voice of that speaker and you can put over here. So just click on voice type speaker node, and then you can see, you can click on click to speak, and you will get this option. So I need to allow microphone. So whatever I'm speaking, it will be recorded in my slides. Hello, hello, I will be presenting this slide. I will be, so you can see everything has been recorded. Whenever you are going to run this slide, then this speaker node is going to be played. Okay, that was a voice speaker node. You can compare this voice type speaker node with your narrations in PowerPoint. Then script editor, if you want to write any script, copyright symbol is not on a keyboard. So for copyright, if you type this, it will be automatically replaced by this. So that was a option known as preferences. All options are available over here. So half of the works has been reduced in Google Slide. Now I wanted to show you one of the interesting part of this Google Slide, that is collaboration part. So friends, you can share your PPT to your other friends also, and they can edit something in that PPT. So clicking on share button, what I'm getting this option, I can copy this link and I can share to my friends, so that they can also add their things to this slide, or I can give this link to only a specific person. So notify person, my slides, I'm writing this message, and then let me click on send button. If I take editor, the person whom I'm sending this notification can edit. Let me click on send button. So it is asking me to share. Yes, share. So it has been shared. Now I'll go to that mail. You can see the mail has been received. Let's see whether we can edit or not. So text and slides. So if I click on open in my slides, friends, you can see my PPT has been loaded over here. You can see this is what, to whom the PPT has been shared, and this is who has shared the PPT, is showing over here. Okay, now what I will be doing, I will be making some changes over here, and let's see whether that changes is reflected to that other party or not. So I'm giving something over here, Sunita. Now I'll go to that person slide, and let me move to first PPT. So you can see Sunita Rai has been reflected over here. Now it is showing this S also, who has edited the part has also been shown over here. Okay, so friend, that was a collaboration part. Very important and useful part for making slides. If you want to prepare slides within a minute, it is possible. Few of the slide will be prepared by your friends, few of the slides will be prepared by your friend, and simultaneously you can see what changes the other person is doing. Okay, and then if you are taking in viewer mode, then other party can only view, they cannot edit the thing. Friends, let me show you one more option from insert menu, that is link menu. This link menu is used to give hyperlink to any of the text. For example, if you want to give brief introduction of Sushant Singh, so what I'll do, I'll make my text as Sushant Singh Rajput. Then I would like to give hyperlink to this text. So what I'll do, I'll go to Google, I'll find out something related to Sushant. So let's take any of the link. So for example, suppose I'm taking this. So let me copy this hyperlink, copy, and then now I'll go back over there and select this text, go to insert menu, link, and paste that link. So I'm pasting that link, and you can click on apply button. Now if you present this and if you click on that link, it is going to take you to that website. So it has taken me to this website, Sushant Singh Rajput. Not only you can give your hyperlink, not only you can give hyperlink of web pages, you can give hyperlink to internal pages also. I want to give hyperlink to this density experiment, so again I will be taking link option. Now instead of taking any external link, I am going to give any other slide. So density experiment, I am taking slide 3. So slide 3 will be my hyperlink if I click on density experiment. So once again I will show you present. If I click on this density experiment, it has taken me to third page. So this is what one of the useful option which can be used if you are having a long text and you want to give external hyperlink, or within your slides only you want to jump from one page to some other page. That way also you can give. Now I would like to share you one more important thing, that is a option, QA option. So let me begin this. So again I will be presenting this slide. So over here you can see I'm getting one option as QA option. So let me click on this QA option. You click on this QA option, what you get this window. So over here what you can do, you can click on start new option. So what is this QA option used for? For example, you have given link to your audience and the audience want to send some question to you, and during your session or at the end of your session you want to take that question answers. So you can gather questions from audience and you can discuss during the session or after the session. So for that, what you need to do, you need to just click on this start new button, and then you will get one link over here. So everybody will be having this link. They can see this link on their screen and they can click on this link and they can submit the questions over here. Now here we have two buttons, on and off. If I click on off button, the link will not be shared or not be shown. If I click on button, or questions closed, if I click on on button, then the link will be active. Those who are audience, they will see this option, so they have to click on this option. So after clicking on this option, you can see I'm getting no question set. So what I will be doing, I will be submitting few question over here. So let me submit one question. To add image is my question. Now if I don't want to show my name, I can click on ask anonymously and then I can click on submit button. Similarly, other can also click on this link and they can submit their questions. So let me once again click on that link and then submit the question. How to give link is my next question. And then if I want to show my name, I will not check mark this ask anonymously. So the question has been submitted to the person who is presenting. Now let me show the presenter side. So presenter side QA session. So you can see a question is shown over here. Now presenter can show this question to audience also by clicking on this present button. So if I click on present button, you can see I'm getting this question over here also, how to add image. Then I can talk on this particular topic. I can talk on this particular topic. You can see anonymous picture is also shown similarly. Then if you want to end this question QA session, you need to click on this off button. So off button, then link is gone, and if you click on button, again link will appear. During your session, people may submit their questions and you can answer. And suppose I want to go to this question, I will be clicking on this question. Now you can see the question, as well as the person is not anonymous, so the person photo is also shown over here. So I like this part very much because interaction is possible in this way, and people can submit their questions, and presenter can answers all the questions. So very useful part. So friends, that was all about Google Slides. I hope now you are going to use Google Slide for making your presentation beautiful, impactful, and interactive and collaborative. Friends, if you have still not joined my channel, please join my channel by clicking on subscribe button. And if you like my slides, if you like my videos, please share my video to your friends. Also don't forget to click on like button and hit on bell icon button to get further notifications. Friends, will see you in my next video. Bye bye. Thank you. Have a nice day ahead.